Hello everyone and welcome to prompt number 33. Today's ant is surprised by witnessing the proposal. So let's get into the prompt. And we have harvest and pond. Harvest and pond. Alright, here we go. So at this point, I don't know if using my ants is kind of a cop-out or not. But my goal right now is to make an illustration book full of these ant drawings, so it's kind of my focus right now. And it's really difficult to find the time to work on these very time-consuming ant drawings in between 3 videos a week and streaming and whatever else I'm doing. So I'm kind of using these prompts as a way to prompt my way into these ant drawings. But at this point, now that I'm only doing prompts on Wednesdays, I don't want to make that an ant illustration day. The point of these prompts is to get me to draw, but I don't want every single one to be an ant. So when it comes to this specific one, Harvest, I thought it would be really cute to do a fall illustration for the ants. The main reason why I was kind of drawn to doing the ants for this particular prompt was because Harvest made me think of ants with little pincers cutting, I guess, like wheat, which is what I stuck up in the corner. So those guys turned out really cute. No regrets. And once I got this pond drawn out, I thought it would be really interesting to do a fall, a winter, a spring, and a summer illustration with the same exact setting, but have, I guess, a different looking illustration because it kind of depends on the season. So with these other 3 seasons, I will be illustrating them on my own time instead of squeezing them into the 500 drawing prompts challenge. I probably won't be making those into a video, so if you want to keep tabs on the winter, spring, and summer ant illustrations, follow me on Twitter. And if you want those as line art to color, like a coloring page, become a patron on my Patreon. Anyways, back to the illustration. I showed me penciling in just a little bit because it's something that I pretty much never do. I figure it's kind of boring to watch me pencil the drawing and ink it because it's kind of the same thing. So I decided to put just a little bit of penciling at the beginning, some inking as usual, and then I deleted a huge chunk of me watercoloring the hay, or the corn, or the dead grass. I mean, they are ants, so they can't really have corn. But at the same time, I drew tiny pumpkins. Anyways, moving on. As usual with most of my illustrations, the thing that I'm most happy with this particular piece is the tiny little fishing bobbers and the way you can kind of see it under the water. That tiny little detail just makes me so happy, and I think it turned out so well. Aside from that, I tried to incorporate things that kind of represented fall. So I have a few ants walking around with coffee cups, which I like to call pumpkin spice lattes because it is fall and you know they are on that PSL train. Choo-choo, all aboard. I made a few ants wear beanies, or what I should be calling them now that I'm in Canada, toques, and a few ants walking around eating some caramel apples. Yum, yum, yum. Caramel. Caramel? Caramel. Nope, I say caramel. Did I say caramel? Dang it. Oh, and then I've got a bonfire with some ants roasting some marshmallows because, a fire in the fall, I can just smell it. When coloring all of the ants, I had to only put a very, very few of the red-brown ants because the whole scene is a brownish yellowish color and I knew they would just kind of blend in. So unfortunately, I was only able to put a few of the red ants, but I just know once I do like the spring and the winter that I will be able to do a lot more red ants because those will be like a green color and a white color, so the red ants won't blend in as much. I also kind of had a hard time with coming up what to do with the pond. It is fall and you can't really go swimming in the fall. In the winter, I figure they can go skating on it. In the summer, they'll swim. Maybe in the spring, they can also swim. But the fall, it's kind of a weird situation. So I figured this was a good opportunity to kind of leave the pond open and have it kind of as a white space for your eyes to breathe because these ant drawings can get pretty crazy. So I thought, have a few ants fishing, and I can at least put a boat in there with them fishing, and have a couple of ants on the shoreline fishing into the pond to fill up just a little bit more space so it's not completely empty. With that, I am super looking forward to seeing the rest of these seasons done. I love seeing illustrations in the same setting, but just having something a little bit different about it. This is similar to my prompt Bright Sun and, or what was it? Sun and Moon? Bright Sun and Full Moon, I think, where I did the same setting but just changed a few things and playing with the light. So this is very similar, and I really like illustrations where something changes but it's the same scene. And there we have it, another prompt done. So what do you guys think? Are you going to miss seeing 2 prompts a week? I hope not, because I'm pretty excited to do some of those sketch and rant drawings. Okay, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!